Hola. Let's go over the directions for the discussion in Module 4. The discussion is ¿Qué tiene? ¿Qué tiene que hacer? What do you have? What do you have to do? So this is meant to be an area where you practice those understandings using the verb tener and using an expression tener que, have to. So let's look at the purpose. You will practice your powers of deduction and your writing and speaking skills in Spanish. You will read several prompts in Spanish, and these are the prompts right here in the center, underneath where it says 5 prompts. You will read several prompts stating situations that people are dealing with. You will write what the subject has using the tener expressions from the module. For example, tiene miedo, to have fear. He or she has fear. Tienen sed, they have thirst. Tiene hambre, he or she has hunger. And then recommend what the subject has to do, using once again the verb tener and an infinitive. So it's tener, que, and an infinitive, like the examples here. Paco tiene que comer. Paco has to eat. Ellos tienen que estudiar. They have to study. Both of your statements must include a form of the verb tener. So you want to choose tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. You want to choose the correct form of the verb tener to match the subject, whether it's yo, tú, él, ella, usted, ellos, etc. The activity has 2 parts. So first you'll read the 5 prompts and you will write 5 pairs of sentences, what the 5 subjects have and what they have to do. So each of the prompts will have a 2-sentence response, what the subject has and what the subject has to do. And then you'll create an audio recording in which you read the prompts and your 10 written statements aloud. So here are the 5 prompts describing various issues that people are experiencing. Luisa tiene la garganta seca. So she has a dry throat. Which of your tener expressions would you need to use? She has hunger? She has fear? I don't think so. There's something else that she has. Not that she has a dry throat. That's not a tener expression. That's something that she has. But which tener expression? Esteban and Carolina miran una película de error. So they're watching a scary movie. I bet you know what they have. Horacio y yo entramos en la clase equivocado. So we go into the wrong class. Oh, what do we have? How must we be feeling? What do we have? Look through those tener expressions. Tu clase es a las 10 y son las 10 menos uno. So it's 1 minute till 10. Oh, what do you have? Got to get there. And los científicos viajan al Polo Norte. Oh my goodness, they're in the North Pole. I bet they don't have heat. I bet they have something else. Okay, so you should be able to figure out your tener expression that works for each of those and the form of tener you will need to use for these subjects. Which form of tener goes with Luisa, Esteban y Carolina, Horacio y yo, tu clase? That would be like the él or ella expression for our use of tener. En los científicos, that would be like the ellos form. So for each of the statements in Paso 1, you're going to write responses. ¿Qué tiene el sujeto? What does the subject have? And ¿qué tiene que hacer el sujeto? So your 2 sentences should look like this. One sentence should be the subject has, and then your tener expression. The other, the subject has to, and then your infinitive attached. For each written response, you must include a form of the verb tener. You'll have a total of 10 sentences for this part. Email those responses to me because I don't want somebody else being able to use your responses, right? Just copy and paste those and send those to me. Nope. These need to be unique responses. All submissions must be typed. Very difficult for me to read a screenshot that's kind of dark. Type your responses, and in that way, I can type feedback into the response area. Do not upload writing on the thread. Don't upload writing on the thread. Send it to me in email. And then you simply create an audio recording, state the number of the prompt, número uno. Read the prompt, Luisa tiene la garganta seca. And then read what she has. Luisa or ella tiene blank, the tener expression. And then your other prompt, Luisa tiene que, and then say what she has to do to resolve this issue. So you read those, read the number, the prompt, what they have, and what they have to do. So basically 3 sentences for each number. Upload the recording on the discussion thread. Once again, upload the recording on the discussion thread. Do not email that to me. I only get your writing. The grading criteria, 80% of the grade is your 10-sentence writing piece. Each sentence is worth 8% of the overall grade. So you have 10 sentences, each is worth 8. The first statement in each pair must include a form of the verb tener and a tener expression. Have thirst, have hunger, have fear, all the other expressions. Tener must be conjugated to agree with the subject, and the expressions must make sense for the situation. So if somebody has a dry throat, you wouldn't say they have hunger. That wouldn't make sense. The second statement in each pair must include a form of tener and a tener que infinitive expression stating what the subject has to do. So if Luisa has a dry throat, she wouldn't have to eat, right? She would have to do something else to solve that issue. Again, the form of tener must agree with the subject, and the statement must be a logical response. Grammar, spelling, punctuation, and accents count in that overall 80%. And then 20% of the grade is your audio recording, and that grade is based on clarity of pronunciation and whether or not a native Spanish speaker could understand the recording. Now, if you have something wrong and you're actually just repeating it in your recording, I'm not going to count that error in your grammar as an error. I'm strictly looking for pronunciation of what it is that you have written. So there you go. Look forward to hearing your responses and to getting your written responses in email. Adios.